Hi guys, Lola here, and welcome to Crafting with Lola and Oscar. It's another Friday. Can you believe it? Another Friday? Unbelievable, but it is. So, we are here doing some crafting, and I'm going to hopefully make this video fairly short. I know that 9 times out of 10, everyone is saying, "Where's Oscar? Where's Oscar?" Well, he's been underneath this table, and I have been trying to get him from underneath the table. So now he's sitting in the chair because he just refuses to go to bed without me, and it is challenging every night. So I have not had a chance to figure out, which is crazy, but I just have not been able to figure out how to record without going live immediately. So quite unfortunately, for some reason, which is being known to me, this just keeps happening. So I am just not even going to worry about it anymore at this point. And what I want to do is, let's see if I can move this over without messing up. What I normally do is I take the video anyway, and I edit it. And I'll probably do that. So you'll get the chance to see whoever might be watching now because I'm live. Wasn't my intention. But you will get to see it also. So I guess you're wondering, where's Oscar? Well, and why do I call it Crafting with Oscar? Well, you can see Crafting with Lola Oscar because I can't craft without Oscar. He is just always underneath my feet. So I'm doing the one cheek thing right now, even as we speak. But I had to get him out this chair so I could sit down. Come here, buddy. Come on. Come here. Come here. And then we fight because he doesn't want to get out the chair. He wants to hog the whole chair. Hey, you need to go to bed. You want to say hi to the folks before we get started? Look right there, bud. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's get some crafting done. So I'm going to put him down and hopefully he will not get rolled underneath the chair. All right, so tonight, or well, whatever you're watching this, I am going to be utilizing the Crafter's Companion um, Dancing Daffodil dies. Now these dies are actually um, you use them with your foil press, and you also can cut them out. So there's 4 dies. I won't take them out just to expedite time, but I'm going to show you. So there's a very large one, and then you have almost seeming like one's just a little bit smaller, and then you got a little teeny one. So there's 4 dies. So I'm going to be using these dies in some of the crafting that I've already actually pre-done to expedite time again, so that the video won't be too long. But I'm going to tell you what I did to actually create what I did. Also, we're going to use for the sentiment. This is also is another foiling die, um, and it's a cutout die. So you have like the little uh, frame and then the words. So I'm going to use that one as well. And this is Crafter's Companion too. Now, anybody who knows me, you know that I like to combine all my stuff. I don't just go with one line because it's really neat when you pull all the different companies and stuff that you have together. You can make some really cool stuff. So with that being said, not only we're going to take these dies, the focal of the card will be the daffodil dies, the dancing dies. But I'm going to make 2 different types of cards using these dies, and also with these. Anna Griffin came out with some slim lines. So apparently 2020, 2021 has been all about slimline cards. So I'm going to take these 2 dies. I just took 2 of the dies because she has a whole set of them, and they're nesting dies. So I'm going to also make some cards utilizing these nesting dies for a slimline card. So that's what we're going to do. So what would you need for some of the things that I'm going to do tonight? Um, you're going to need a couple of things. You'll need obviously the foil press. If you don't have it, I guess any kind of foiling machine, but I just know I use the Crafter's Companion foil press. You will need some foiling. What do you call this? Foil? Yeah, foil. Foiling foil. So you'll need some foil. These are this supplies. I always kind of like to let you know some of the things that I use. And then we'll get into the actual card and how I made them. You will always find me using ink pads, the Crafter's Companion pads, and I use right now on some of the cards, and I'll show you. So we use the assortment, or I use the assortment of some of these pads, and I'll let you know which ones I use for what cards when we get there. Okay, you'll definitely need some kind of little daubing thing. You'll need one of those jokers, something to glue, obviously glue or tape or whatever you need for that. Okay, let's see, what else do you need? I think that's it. Okay, so I wanted to show you what these dies actually look like. These particular dies, they do cut out and they also remain in the card. I gotta get used to where I'm supposed to be looking at. All right, so what happens is that these dies actually will remain in the card, but the wings, as you can see, they lift up. Now I just laid this any old kind of way, but you can see how they lay up. So they're pretty cool, pretty cool. Alrighty, so let's go with tell you what, let's do the slimline cards first. Okay. So what I did with the slimline cards, I just did two variants of them. I just used some pretty bordered paper, and then here they are lifted up. Okay, now do I have to go? Now you want to hear something funny? Okay, so I didn't know. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest. I thought that because at first I was like, are these jokers supposed to be flying up or they supposed to be flying down? But I think I got it right now. When they're flying up, the little tail thing goes down. So this is just an example of one of the cards I use with the slimline. Just two of the border dies of the slimline dies, I should say. What do I do with them? Okay, right here. I just used two of these. Okay. No, nothing. But now the actually is the set comes with the thing that you can actually cut the actual card out, and then I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I think it's like four of the nesting dies. But again, I only used two of them, as you can see, because I just wanted just to practice cutting into the card, and these are just some fonts, just in general. Okay. All right. So that's just one of the cards I used for that. And then I just did kind of the opposite thing. I thought, you know what, well, let's just see if that one came out pretty okay. So here's another one just with a different background, and I just switched to, you could, pretty obvious what I did, y'all. It's not like, rocket science, but I cut these out. Just to play, and this is my first time. I'm almost a little bit embarrassed to tell y'all that I ain't even gonna lie. This is my first time using these dies. I got caught up, and I said, oh, they had them in butterflies, and they had them in some kind of flowers and all kinds of stuff. And I said, I want to, I said, I need to do something with this. So I just kind of experimented with these to kind of see how the card would go. So yeah, so you have that there. Yeah. And then the iridescent, now you might be able to see, I think you can kind of see how it looks really cool with that iridescent paper in the back. Okay. So that's the slimline ones. Boom, boom, boom. Nothing special. Um, I think it's a little boring. I would probably want to maybe later, if I were to ever do this again, maybe put some kind of texture to one of these, and maybe do a little bit extra. But here's the deal: these slimline cards, excuse me, these slimline cards. The wonderful thing about them is they can go in a number 10 envelope. Just a regular good old legal envelope, and you slap them suckers in the mail and save you some money. So you don't want to get real dimensional on these types of cards, especially if you want to make a nice card. But you don't want to have to put an extra postage on it. So these will go right in the mail. They are really, really great for that. So you don't want to put too much. That's the hint. Don't put too much on it. Okay. But the thing with this die, this dancing dragon, it is a dancing dragonfly die. That is what it's called. Um, Even though the wings, see how they come up like that, but you can always see, you just lay them down. And then by the time they go to the mail, they'll probably be down like that. And hopefully the person who receives them will see something and say, oh, okay, they flip up. And then, then they'll get really excited. You never know. It's the small things, y'all. It's the small things. So that's what I kind of did with those dies. I just kind of messed around with just to see what it would look like. I will probably do more to this, or maybe even take it apart and get a little bit more, do a little bit better with it, because I'm not totally 100% happy with it. But just to show you kind of what they look like, in case you're thinking about buying them, you never know, right? All right, let's go to the next card. So the next card, again, we're still using those dies. So we're not going to use this anymore. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you what I created using, again, these Dancing Daffodil dies. They're foil and cut dies, okay? And one of the things about it, if you do purchase a lot of Crafter's Companion stuff, when it comes to the foiling dies, the difference between the cut dies, the dies that actually cut out, and you can foil them, is that they're going to always be gray. That's a clue. They're going to always be this dark gray, charcoal gray. Whereas just a regular foiling die will just be silver. Okay? It'll be silver. So that's the difference between them. All right, so I made some cards utilizing these, and then this saying is so nice. It says, you know what? I don't even know why I'm acting like I can. Let me put my glasses on. I ain't fooling nobody but myself, y'all. Okay, so it says some of the greatest gifts, where it says friends and family, some of the greatest gifts. I still can't see it. Turn over here. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now I can see it. It says some of the greatest gifts are friends and family. I really love this. It's quite lovely. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So I foiled that and I foiled this. So let me show you what I did with these. I really like these cards a lot better. And now one of the things that is so funny, well, not real funny, but it's kind of funny, is that if you are like me who do not use your foil press, your Crafter's Companion foil press a lot, that would be me. You really have to use that thing a lot to really be able to do and make a perfect foil. So what I did was I just took a regular 5x7 card, matted it up with some just some glossy gold paper, nothing special, right? And then I actually cut these and I foiled them. So I put this on my foil press using gold foil. So you can see that. There we go. Now they're supposed to be going up, right? So I think which way I turn it. All right, there we go. So it came out okay, except for what? Well, I wonder if I should even tell you what the boo boo is, or just say, you know what? Don't even tell them. Or should I say, you know what? We all make mistakes, or we all have boo-boos in crafting, and how can I cover up a boo-boo, especially if you ain't trying to do it again, or you're just like, I just cannot get this right. How can I make this not look like a boo-boo? Well, the boo-boo is this. With the foil press, you can do what's called over foiling. And what happens sometimes is that the machine just you leave the die on, and you leave it on you get your temperature up too high, your minutes too high, or something like that, and it adds extra foil onto your project, and that is not happiness. I ain't even gonna lie. That I usually be like, oh man, why is this happening to me? Well, it happened to me, and I thought, well, dang, it was hard enough trying to get these little jokers lined up. I was trying to figure out how to get the flies lined up so that it over foiled. As you can see, there's foil all on this card, but turn to your neighbor and say, but I thought, now how can I fix this to make it look like I meant to do it? How can I do that? So I said, well, you know what? That's where the ink pads come into play. How can I make it rustic? So what I simply did was I took some of the sandstorm, and I think I used just a sandstorm, and I just simply went around the edges of this card, and then I also went on the inside with this ink pad and gave it a more rustic look, so that it doesn't. Now you might not be able to see it on the camera, but it gave it a more rustic look. So that's what we did there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this one down because I really like it. And I thought, well, you know what? Not too bad, if you do it like that, So these are ways that you can kind of fix sometimes. Sometimes, let's face it, you ain't gonna be able to fix it. You just gotta keep cutting it out or stamping it or whatever. Crafting is, uh, I don't really know if there's any. Sometimes you can see stuff and be like, oh my god, it's so perfect. Especially the people who are professional crafters and stuff like that. But if you're the stay at home mom or like me, just retired trying to figure out what am I gonna do? Why can't I get this off, y'all? Uh Now I do have a little bit more time to get better. I can't get this. Okay, there we go. I have a little bit more time to maybe perfect my crafting. I have not messed with my floor press in a long, long time. All right, so now I know that. Let me make sure I got the card going in the right direction. The opening. All right, and I don't, for the purpose of this video, I won't go in and put anything on the inside because I do want to make the videos fairly short, because I still have to edit and do all that stuff. But right now we're just doing live. Again, I haven't figured out what's wrong, what I'm doing wrong. All right, so I'm gonna put this down. So this is just a typical 5x7 card, okay? And hopefully I will be able to get this on here halfway. So I'm one of the people I can't talk when I'm doing stuff like this because I can't talk. I can't talk. So y'all just everybody, Lola's trying to take this down here. So and I have to like bring it up where I can see it. So y'all just give me a minute. Oh, no, wait. That's not really perfect. And I'm like one of the ones, oh, it's not, but you know what? I got it on okay, it's gonna have to go. All right, so this is gonna have to go. All right, so we got a butterfly. Now, see how pretty does that look now? It almost looks like I meant to do it, and I can even put some edging. I can, you know what? Let's do this. Let's put some sandstorm around here of the actual card. And some of these ink pads, they go like, Lola, when's the last time you touched me? A long time. That's why I'm not working for you. All right. You can't really tell, but nevertheless. Okay, so there we are. There's the card. Okay. And then let's talk about the sentiment. So the sentiment, this die, this is the sentiment. This is the one I was telling you about that says some of the greatest gifts are friends and family. So this is a crafter's companion die. And then remember I told you how, what did I do with it? Oh, here we go. So this little die cuts out, it comes in two pieces. So you have the little piece where you have a little frame where you can make that a different color. And that's what I did with that. I put, if you can see, I put that on gold. Let me move the card, maybe you can see a little better. Oh no, you can't. There we go. See how I put it on gold? All right. So now for the purposes of this card, now let me turn it up the way it's supposed to go. Now, remember I told you I thought I got confused with what direction the things were supposed to be flying in. So when I cut it, I kind of messed it up. But it kind of turned out all right. But most of my space, quite unfortunately, instead of up here, is now down here. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick it down here. I'm not like 100% happy that it's down there, but I might be able to kind of recover. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Let's see. We'll put that one like that. All right. So there we go. All right. So there's that card. Okay. And again, you have your pretty. I love how you can see the gold underneath there. So I thought, well, if I did it once, maybe I could do it again. Well, guess what? I did do it again. I did it again. But I said, well, okay, let me see what I can do with this mess. All right, so that's that one there. Okay. Now, and here is another one. Okay, but I said, well, you know what? Let's try this one. And the foiling came out beautiful. The cutting came out perfect because it's a cut die, right? So here it is again. But see how I have the little bit of over foiling? Um, but I grabbed me some Harmony baby blue ink. I used a little bit of the metallic um, bronze on the edges, and I even tried to put a little gold, but the gold really didn't come out very well. So I just left that alone, and I just stayed with the metallic bronze, and then the baby gold. I'm getting this all over my fingers, y'all. Close the lids. So and then with the baby blue, and I just actually just ran it all the way across, and it didn't look too bad. I put it with some gold glitter paper, as you can see, and then I used some sky. I guess this is almost like the baby blue. Really, it's almost like a baby blue. Now you should be able to see it. I think you can. Just some mirror paper. All right. So I haven't. I didn't grab a 5x7 card, but that's okay. You get the general idea. This would be the 5x7 card. Um, and I would just put this on the back of a card. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down, and that basically is the Crafter's Companion Dancing Dragonfly cut and foil dies. That's what I've been working on tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can actually get this right. All right, so that's that one there. Now, it's just funny. I tell you, I can't never seem to get that. I'm so quick. I can be standing up straight, not still be standing crooked. But that's all right. That's all right. All right, so there we go with that one here. Okay. Now I don't know if you can really see the that it's blue. All right, get your camera right. All right, there we go. All right. And then what I did was the same thing. I just foiled this with that blue foil. Okay, let's see. There we go. There we go. And then I cut out the base with blue. So, and then we'll just stick this one again because I have my butterflies. I mean, my doilies going in a different direction. My little dragonflies. I was calling them fireflies. I don't know. Are fireflies? That's a tongue twister. Are fireflies and dragonflies, are they the same thing? I don't know. Um, I'm not sure. All right, so we'll stick this one over in the corner like that. Okay. So that's Friday's projects are done and done. Yeah. So there we have it, that one. So these are the dragonfly cards, or I don't know if you want to call them dragonfly cards, but I don't think they came out too bad. Well, that I'll make sure that I'll put them on do a photo of them so that you can see them better. And then also here are the slim line using the dragonflies again. Okay, so there's that. So thank you guys for watching. Remember, please go out and subscribe to Crafting with Lola and Oscar. That would be great. That would be so great. You could also find me on my Facebook page. I think it's raining. Cards by Lola. Okay, and then I do have a Pinterest. Not a Pinterest. I'm sorry, an Instagram. I don't really use it as much as I would like because I'm learning. Y'all know I'm learning. And speaking of learning, you can always also, if you want to catch me, you can catch me with again. My name is Lola Daniels. Just in case you didn't know that, I think you know it by now, right? I do have another Facebook page that I actually do crafting on, But for my business page, it would be the cards by Lola. But also I'm on card making, learning as you go, because obviously that's what I'm doing. I'm doing these cards. I'm learning. I'm making mistakes. I'm covering up the mistakes very gracefully, I must say. I think I'm doing all right. But thank you guys for watching. For all of you guys who have not subscribed, again, please go out and to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I do put up videos. I'm striving to put up a video every Friday. Lately, I've been going live, but I will be editing this to maybe add some more things to it, or I might just leave as is. I'm not too sure. Let's see. So I wanted to show you guys one more thing that I think we might end up making for next Friday. And here's the deal. Again, what I've been working on today was the Dancing Dragon dies. Just in case you were wondering, what did she do? What is she talking about? She talks so fast. I don't get that, girl. All right. I'll make sure that you guys get photos of these or a thumbnail of them. And then subscribe to my channel, please, because I am almost at the 100 marker that I need to be able to change some things administratively on my YouTube channel. So once we get there, then I can move forward and do some other things as well. Okay? All right, so that's that. Now, I want to show you another really, really fun project that I did. And as you guys know, what I like to do is I like to watch different crafters, and I watch and I see what they do. I learn from them. We all learn from each other. And then I always try to take things and then put my own twist on it. So other day I saw Sarah Davies of Crafter's Companion. She created a diary, and I really didn't even get a chance to tell you the truth to finish watching all of it. She made a really, really pretty diary book. Oh, it came apart. A little, it's not like the book that I made before. If you guys remember, I would get up and get it. But let me show you, because it's not like the same thing that I made last week. So on my last live, remember we made this box right here. This actually was a box. Is a box, I should say. It is a mirror box. So it's not the same. This one is for stationery. This one is a box where you could actually put stuff in. I think you guys, if you haven't seen it, you can go back and watch the video. And I will try and see if I can link this particular video for how I made this, which was last Friday, to this current video, so you can see the difference in them. All right, so that's that box. But this one is an actual stationery, and it's so cute. And at first I thought it was much bigger, but it really isn't big at all. And we'll talk about the dimensions next week when I make it for next week. But it comes with you can make it with a little belly band, as you can see. Okay, I used a lot of things on it, but I'll tell you, I just want to show you in advance, and we'll probably make another one for next week, because this one actually is a gift for somebody. So it's just really, really cute. This is just a little belly band that I made. It's not the real traditional square belly band. I made mine a little bit different. Okay. And then this is from the Crafter's Companion. The paper is from the Crafter's Companion Vintage Collection. And then let's see, we open it up, and how cute is that? So you have a little area where you can put your cards here, and then you can put your envelopes here. So I'm gonna finish this up because I'm gonna create some greeting cards for my friend. This is for her birthday gift. And she doesn't watch it, so I don't think she'll. I don't think she's not much of an internet person, so I don't. This will be a surprise for her. So I'll put the envelopes here, the cards here. And I put my own twist on it by using special these dies that I had, instead of matting and layering this up. Matting and layering, or matte and layering. I don't know, it sounds like a law firm, doesn't it? But I use my own twist, and this is how I did it, by using a die and just cutting this out, which I think is so much prettier than just covering this up. And then also what I also did differently was that I changed the way I made my little belly band, which is not the traditional square one, but it's kind of has that little thing like that. So that is it for tonight. This will be I'll do this for next week. Oh, let me get it on right. I'm not trying to tear it up. Um, we will do this for next week's video. And I am so glad you guys are here and you hanging out with me. Again, this week our project was working with these dillies here. Okay. And I hope that you like them. If you have any questions, you can always shoot me an email at Daniels Lola, L-I, up. That is my old address. It's Daniels Lola, the number 35 at yahoo.com. Okay? So those are the deals. So thank you guys. Bye.